You wake up, go about your day, think your thoughts, feel your emotions. Everything seems normal. But here's the real question. Who is actually experiencing all of this? If your mind is constantly generating thoughts, worries, and judgments, who is the one listening? Most people never question this. They assume the voice in their head is them. But is it? Think about it. If you were in control of your mind, then why? Do thoughts appear out of nowhere? Do worries hijack your peace? Do emotions overwhelm you? You don't sit down and choose what to think next. Thoughts just show up. Some are familiar, some random, some completely unwanted. You want to focus, but distractions flood in. You want to be happy, but doubt creeps in. You want to sleep, but your brain won't shut up. So if you were truly in control, why can't you just choose to be calm, peaceful, and happy all the time? Because the you that you think you are isn't actually you. Most people live trapped in their thoughts, believing them to be real. But thoughts are not reality. They're just stories, narratives that shape how we feel, how we react, how we see ourselves. And yet, we treat them as absolute truth. Let's test this. Imagine sitting in a quiet room. Everything is still. Suddenly, a thought pops up. What if I mess up? Nothing has actually happened, yet you feel stress. Your heartbeat speeds up. Did that thought predict the future? Did it change reality? Did it deserve the reaction it triggered? No, but because you believed it, it controlled you. That's how powerful thoughts are. But what if you saw them for what they really are? Just passing clouds in the sky. Just background noise. Just stories that only have power if you listen. The mind is not the enemy, but it can become one. The reason most people suffer isn't reality itself. It's the stories their mind tells them about reality. A stranger looks at you funny and your mind whispers, "They think I'm weird. I must have done something wrong. People don't like me." But is any of that actually true? Maybe they were lost in thought. Maybe they had a bad day. Maybe they didn't even notice you. Yet you feel bad because you believe the mind's story. The mind is like an overprotective friend, constantly trying to prepare you for the worst. But in doing so, it creates problems that don't even exist. And the more you buy into these stories, the more trapped you become. The way out. You are the observer, not the mind. You are not your thoughts. You are the one watching them. Right now, as you listen, there's a voice in your head commenting. That voice is not you. You are the one listening. And once you realize this, you gain something most people don't have: choice. Choice to ignore the thoughts that bring you down. Choice to let go of the stories that don't serve you. Choice to stop living inside your mind and start living in the present. Life isn't happening in your thoughts. Life is happening right now. But awareness isn't a one-time thing. It's a practice. The illusion doesn't break just because you notice it once. The mind pulls you back in. Years of conditioning. Endless loops of worry, fear, self-doubt. Even when you see thoughts for what they are, they don't just stop. They keep coming. They keep whispering. They keep pulling you back. This is where most people get trapped again. They think, "I get it now. Thoughts aren't me." But then, a bad day comes. An old memory resurfaces. A worry about the future creeps in. And suddenly, they believe their thoughts again. They feel consumed by emotions again. They fall back into the illusion. This is why self-awareness isn't a goal. It's a habit. The ability to catch yourself over and over and over. Not just once. Not just when life is easy, but even in the hardest moments. Because when you can notice the illusion in real time, that's when everything changes. You stop being controlled by emotions. You stop suffering unnecessarily. You stop reacting blindly to every thought. The real you, the sky, not the clouds. If thoughts are just patterns, if emotions are just energy passing through, if reactions are just conditioned habits, then what is actually real? Who is the one behind all of this? Something is still here. Something is watching the thoughts but isn't the thoughts. Something is feeling emotions but isn't the emotions. Something is experiencing life but isn't defined by any experience. That something is you. Not the voice in your head, not the identity you've built, not the roles you play in the world. You are the awareness, the presence behind it all. And the moment you realize this, not just as an idea, but as an experience, you become untouchable. Thoughts may still come, but you don't chase them. Emotions may still rise, but you don't drown in them. Problems may still appear, but you don't lose yourself in stress. You see them for what they are, just passing clouds in the sky. And the real you are the sky itself. Moral of the story: freedom isn't about controlling thoughts or fighting emotions. It's about stepping outside the entire game. Once you know the game is just a game, you stop taking it so seriously. Once you realize thoughts aren't you, you stop being their prisoner. And that's when life becomes effortless. That's when you move with flow instead of against it. That's when nothing can shake you anymore, because you've stopped being dragged by the mind and started living as the awareness behind it. ThriveX, where growth begins. Don't miss out. Hit like, subscribe, and tap the bell icon to stay inspired. Together, we'll unlock your full potential.